What? I was not expecting that. Oh, wow. No. Welcome back to Weekly Waste of Time. My name is Jeff Landsman, and I am really sort of excited to do this show because these delightful Sony LinkBuds are out. They're available. You can buy them in the stores. I pre-ordered mine from Best Buy, and as per usual, they were delayed. I was supposed to get them on release date, and they came on the Sunday after that. So, what are the Sony LinkBuds? Well, I'm going to give you another little view. If you open up the case, let's see if I can. There are these weird, see those circles? Those circles go in your ear. So let's pop one in. Actually, let's pop them in for the whole show. Well, why would you do that? Then you're not gonna be able to hear. Well, that's the benefit to the Sony LinkBuds. You can still hear. So the idea is it's playing music or podcasts or dialogue over dialogue never works, but it's playing music and you just live your daily life. You're talking to people. You're safe if you're going on a walk or in traffic. They're great. Now, everything passes through here. You can see those are the little speakers that go around. And are they worth buying? I have some interesting observations after using them all day yesterday. And I want to talk about the pros and cons, which we'll get to at the end of the show. So stay tuned to see our final thoughts, because I think you may be surprised if you watch my channel. So we have the Sony I own the Sony WF-1000 XM4s. I own the Sony WH-1000 XM3s. Those are the over-the-ear headphones. And Sony finally woke up and realized, hey, what are we going to call these? The Sony QXP 9973s? Huh? And someone at the meeting said, I don't usually speak up, but why don't we just give them like a name people can remember? Oh, like people can't remember WH-1000 XM3. Come on, Stan. I mean, your ideas are stupid. I'm just saying, like, maybe like, you know, it links to like the real life and your music. Like, what if we just call them like earbuds that link, like LinkBuds? Stan, you're fired. Wait. I like the cut of this guy's jib. Stan, you're promoted. Thanks, Jerry. No problem. All right, cheers. Clink. All right, so back to reality. Thank you, Sony, for naming these. It's tough to do a review on these Sony WF-1000 XM4s, and then people are like, I want to buy them, but I don't remember what they're called, so I guess I'll just get AirPods. All right, so this is how Sony describes these. They describe them as having a unique open ring driver, links your content to what's happening around your surroundings. It's got an integrated, I'm reading this from the site, V1 processor for balanced, high-quality sound, precise voice pickup technology for crystal clear phone calls, and that's actually going to be in my pros list, so we'll get to that in a second. Up to 5.5 hours of battery in 17 hours, including the case. You know, the case has a battery, so when you recharge them in the case. They're IPX4 splash proof. They're not waterproof. I wouldn't go swimming or in the shower with these, but if they got like a couple raindrops on them, they'd be fine. They're ultra small and light. You can see they are tiny. I don't have, I have AirPods with me, so let me pull those out. These are AirPods Pros. AirPods Pros. These are the LinkBuds. You can see they're smaller. Hopefully that gives you an idea of size, and in terms of width, they're a little thicker. So they're light. Also, they're surprisingly light, lighter than the AirPods Pros. They have adaptive volume control, which optimizes your sound to your environment, and you can control the audio by tapping in the front of your ear. So that's this part here, the non-hollow part. So I want to kind of just do a quick summary. This is not a tech show. If you're just new to the channel, like and don't subscribe. Just don't subscribe. You'll find it again. It's called Weekly Waste of Time. If you have to subscribe, fine. If you want to like, fine. But I got to tell you, I like doing this channel because I just like to talk about it. I really work hard at not getting into the tech minutia that all the other tech channels get into. And by the way, I love that they get into that stuff for me. But I wanted to start a channel where we just kind of talk about it, and my mom could watch this, my sister could watch it, someone who's super techie could watch it, and you might get something out of it, hopefully. So that brings us to the pros and cons list for the XM. No, these aren't XM. These are the LinkBuds. What are the pros and cons? Well, the pros are these are small, super small. I love that. The sound is, notice, like they're in the whole time. So I'm talking with them in, and it's not like completely muffled in my head, like almost every single in-ear earbud. So that's a huge plus. The sound quality is very good. Is it great? Unfortunately, no. A lot of these reviewers that I've watched, they pop them in, they go, oh, oh, wow. No, sorry, no. They sound good. If you're listening to podcasts, if you're listening to standard like talk radio, if you're listening to music and you don't really care about the sound quality of the music, you want it to be solid and also be able to hear your surroundings, yes, for sure. They don't sound great. We're gonna get to that in a second. But they're solid, so I'm keeping it in my pros list. The call quality is great on these. When you make calls, the people on the other end hear a very clear sort of noise reduced version of you. So if you're in a room with a lot of people, you're on the L or the subway, you're in a loud room, it really works hard to denoise all of that stuff. So, that might be a huge feature for some people watching the show, and they might want to pick these up. There is a Sony app as well, which allows you to adjust the sound quality. It's got built-in equalizers that work both for iOS and Android. And hey, I've gotten some great comments saying, oh, do you know if there's an Android app that does that? Well, I don't have an Android phone. And so, well, guess what? I finally got an Android phone for my business, and it's going to allow me to sort of answer some of these questions in the future. You can hear your surroundings. That's the final pro. Like it's a huge win. Huge. Now, what are the cons? They're uncomfortable. Yeah, you got to get used to them. I wore them for 5 hours or 6 hours yesterday. A long time. I had them on for a lot of the day. And I was like, I'm just going to leave them in. And after a little while, I was like, they're not very comfortable. They're not terrible. But I'm going to take it out and show you. This, you can see, is all plastic. It's getting my face now. There, get rid of it. There we go. It's all hard plastic. And I have to tell you, that's the part that goes in. When you pop it in your ear, it's just supposed to rest in there. And it's not terrible, but just having like hard chunk plastic perfectly fit in your ear, it's not great. In fact, I'm going to take them out now because they're not terrible, but they're starting to get a little uncomfortable. So that's a huge con. In addition, you're supposed to hear your surroundings, right? Oh, it's so perfect. They have a hole and you can hear your surroundings. Because it's still covering up part of the area where the sound comes in, you get this sort of mixed, like when you come out of the water, like if you're swimming and your ears are slightly clogged but not totally clogged, it sounds like that. So it doesn't really solve the problem. I'm used to, if you use the Airpods Max versus these LinkBuds, the Airpods Max they use all these microphones and they pass the sound through, and it's as if you're almost not wearing them. These, it's like 70% good. The LinkBuds are good, not great, for the very feature that you want to buy them for. And lastly, if you're going to want this feature. So let's say you just like, but I really want I want earbuds that I can put in my ears and just kind of have them in all day and take calls, but also hear my surroundings. I wish these worked because that's exactly what I need. You really want to buy a pair of AirPods 3s. What? Well, those aren't going to work with Android, Jeff. So you just said you bought it. Yeah, they do. Yeah, they do. They work with Android. They're Bluetooth earbuds, and they're basically the same price. They're $179, and these are $179. So I would say this. I would recommend these to people who are okay having hard plastic in their ears for most of the day. But this is where kind of the twist comes for the show. I'm going to say no to the Sony LinkBuds. No, I think I may hang on to these a little longer, just to give them another try. But they really were becoming uncomfortable in my ears. And if it started as like, if 10 out of 10 is the most uncomfortable, it started as like a 7 or 8 out of 10 when I put them in. And over time, it got to be more like a 6. But I'm not going to keep anything in my ears all day with a 6 out of 10. I've said the Beats Fit Pros are the best Airpods. They just are. They're way more comfortable. Even the regular AirPods 3s are more comfortable than these Sony LinkBuds. They just are. And it's because they kind of rest here. So all the sound comes in around them versus the LinkBuds, which jam in, and it's like sort of a step in the right direction, Sony. And thank you for innovating. Like, that's why I got them. I was so excited. Like, this is new and it's different. It's why I like this phone, because it's innovative. You fold it out and you have a big screen here, and now you have like a little mini tablet. I love companies that innovate. Having said that, they usually don't get it right on the first try, and this is the first try for Sony, and so I'm giving it a thumbs down. Thank you so much for watching. My name is Jeff Landsman. I have a bunch of shows coming. If you want to reach me, it's twitter.com/Jeff Landsman, or if you want to like and subscribe, just don't. This whole thing's a waste of time.